A Chinese cube root algorithm is similar to the Chinese square root algorithm. So to find the cube root of this big number, first I separated into groups of 3. Now, since the cube root of 12 is between 2 and 3, 2 cubed is 8, 3 cubed is 27. We put a 2 up here, 2 cubed is 8. We subtract, and we bring down the next 3 numbers. Now it's more confusing. We don't just do the doubling trick. Actually, what we have to do is we take 3 times whatever's up here squared. That becomes 12. And we have to say that 12 are the first 2 digits of a 4-digit number. I'll write it this way. 1200 plus 3 times 2 is just 6. So in here I'm going to go 60 blank times blank. Those have to get added together and multiplied again by the same blank. And that thing has to be less than or equal to 4977. So if you do 4977 divided by 1200, it ends up being 4, and that's a good starting point. If you try to do it with 4, 64 times 4 is 256, so I'll just say 256, 1200 plus 256 is 1456 times 4, which is too high. So instead, I'm going to try 3. 1200 plus 63 times 3 is 189. Actually, so that's 1389 times 3, which is 4167, which is close to 4977. Put the 3 up here. I subtract. I get 810. I bring down the 875. Now I do the same thing in this case. Get rid of all this. I try to figure out, well, first of all, 3 times 23 squared and 3 times 23 are needed. 3 times 23, 69. 3 times 23 squared is 1587. So I'm doing 158700 plus 690 something times that same something, and then that whole thing multiplied by that same something. We want that to be close or equal to 810875. To give you an approximation, you can divide 810875 by 58750, or whatever that is. Oh, it's 158700. I got that from up here. So when I divide 810875 divided by 158700, I get 5 point something. And good news, when you put 5 in place of these 3 things here, 695 times 5 is 3475. Add that to 158700. Get 162175. Multiply that by 5, and we get exactly 810875. So the cube root of this big number is 235. The proof of this would require some very complicated picture with cubes cut into smaller cubes. We won't do that right now.